Lane Elementary School in Springfield, Virginia could have been named Kingstown Elementary, after the nearby development which provides much of the school's population. But because of late school board member Anthony Lane's commitment to his community, the school was named for him.
Well, he was on the Fairfax County School Board for 24 years. He was active in politics, he was active in church and civic things. And I think they decided when the school was built that instead of Kingstown, they would name it Lane. And he hadn't been diagnosed with his cancer at that point, and he was just elated. It was just a fantastic thing for him.
Lane Elementary opened in 1995. Helene Brower was the principal then and now.
Mrs. Lane continues to volunteer at this school every single Tuesday in our second grade, and we're so happy that she's involved. She comes and reads to kids and gives them a grandma cuddle.
And the Amish dress.
And the Lanes' commitment to their community feeds the spirit of this elementary school. It was especially apparent on Read Across America Day, a nationwide celebration of Dr. Seuss's birthday. The special celebration provided a chance for community members to come to the school and share a story with the youngsters. Local firefighters come every year.
It's very important that the community get involved with the school system because we're mentors for these children. Children look up to us for guidance, and it's very important for us to provide that guidance for these children because their young minds are like a sponge. They soak everything in, and we want them to get off on the right foot.
Just as the firefighters provided role models for Lane students, members of the extended community of Fairfax County Public Schools also make appearances, like Assistant Superintendent of Facility Services, Tom Brady.
Pete's in a bad mood.
Brady read to an appreciative group of kindergartners because he knows that reading is the foundation for future academic success.
I think if you have to capture them in the kindergarten, first, second, third grade to get their interests, because it sounds ludicrous, but their whole life can turn on whether they learn to read and love what they read. Opens the world to them, and it's absolutely critical.
And for Nana Lane, reading at the school named for her husband is a lifetime commitment.
I see myself doing this as long as I can get into the building to do it. And they have an elevator when I get too old, you know.
We try to keep our community close. We educate the children, but their parents grow them. So we like to have as many community members involved in as many things as possible. And our Read Across America Day was just one opportunity for parents to come into the school and get involved with their children and the children of their neighbors.
Read Across America Day is not the only occasion for parents, grandparents, and civic figures to take part in the life of the school. Principal Brower has made community outreach a priority, and the school makes use of the talents of parents from surrounding neighborhoods in all sorts of ways.
We're a school of over 1,200 children, and having mommies and daddies in our building all the time, whether they're teaching or volunteering or working as clerical support, you know that your neighborhood counts in this building.
But the conversations that you have are extremely important.
A few weeks after the Read Across America celebration, Brower and her team sponsor a parent workshop on enrichment strategies. Here, parents learn how to reinforce classroom lessons with home-based educational activities.
Every child needs enrichment of some kind or another. And enrichment can be sitting down and helping expand a homework assignment. It also can be taking a field trip. That is important to your child's reflection about school events.
Many of the school staff live within the surrounding neighborhood and have children at Lane. In Laura Campbell's kindergarten class, both of the instructional assistants are parents from the community, and both started here as school volunteers.
As soon as the school opened and I knew my son was coming here, I hopped on the bandwagon and started volunteering, and I think it's very important to be involved in your child's education.
When the job opportunity opened up and my qualifications matched it, it was a wonderful thing that I was able to come aboard and be part of the family here at Lane. They get a sense of security from me being here.
You name it. I have done it, you name it. I've been involved with planning social activities. I was the volunteer coordinator for a couple years, organizing volunteers for all the many school activities. I've been in the classroom, Xeroxed, all different kinds of things.
Jensen and Navatoff assist in Laura Campbell's kindergarten class, where the class is finishing a unit on the 5 senses. On this Friday, the class had a special substitute.
I kind of prepped them on it that there's going to be somebody special in the class, and Miss Campbell would not be here today, but Miss-Mime would, and to treat her nicely and to help her, do everything she needs to do.
You have to be in tune with watching her movements, and you really have to use your other senses. So she's done a good job, and I think they've learned a lot from it. I think you can tell just because they're so quiet. They're not usually that quiet.
But it really is Miss Campbell. She's pretending she doesn't know how to talk, and she's pretending, and she's just dressed up as a clown and painted her face.
Other visitors at Lane that day didn't have painted faces, but students were just as glad to see them. These parents are here to keep up with their children's classwork through a monthly event called Portfolio Sharing.
They sit down and go through exactly what's been accomplished over the last 6 weeks. And truly it is student-directed because the children pick what it is they wish to include in their portfolio and then go through it with their parents very carefully.
She and the other kids, they have a lot of writing in there, and it's not just writing from the last couple of days. It's writing, it's accumulation of writing from, well, hers was from November. So they have writing, they have some science projects, they have a lot of math, and what's fascinating about it is you see the progress that the kids have had from the beginning of the year, seeing what their writing quality was like and their penmanship was like, and see how far they've progressed.
Jim Goldwater is no stranger to the Lane School community. He is in his daughter's class every week.
On Thursdays, I volunteered working at stations. They have different stations. They have a computer station, they have reading station, writing. I help the kids write. I help them with their writing paragraphs, teaching them about periods, capital letters, the difference between the word there, and there, which is probably the toughest thing they have to learn at this age, and help them edit their stories and help them improve their reading.
Lane Elementary School staff and teachers truly foster a community spirit by involving as many parents as possible in the educational process.
I think Mrs. Brower is to be commended because she, right from the beginning, made it very clear that she wanted parents involved, she wanted community members involved.
There is more opportunity for parents to come in and volunteer to work with the kids. Our views are solicited, and if the parents just will take advantage of it, it's beneficial for everybody.
This is a school that welcomes parents, welcomes community members, and it's a big school, but I think because there are so many parents and community members here that it makes it feel like a smaller school.